We are la la live. La 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 live. La live. La 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 live. What is up, people? We're back. Week 12. The Licks and Locks podcast. We're back. What's going on? Nothing much. Alright, alright. Alright, I'm here with Licks and Locks Kyle. We're gonna get sharp for you guys today. We're putting straight winners out today. Great analysis. No crazy stuff today. Straight business. Standing on business. Alright. Kick us off, Kyle. Open us up.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here today to go over. It's going to be about an hour and a half podcast, so sit tight. And we'll get on with our night and our Thanksgiving festivities.
Yep.
So, we're going to start with a Week 11 recap and maybe some Week 10 since we missed one. But yeah. So, should we start with the Bills?
We're back. Guys, yeah, we're back. Slam the Jets. Looked incredible. Rasul Douglas playing in form. You know, it's got me back. I'm back in the
Might
jersey.
be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
Very possible. Could also be the best defensive player in the NFL.
Agreed.
Back in the jersey today, baby. We're back. I'm fully back. I'm bought back in. I'm never off the train though. We're in great shape right now. Just killed the Jets. Gonna beat down the Eagles. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's a thrashing. Go ahead, Kyle. Take it over.
Okay. Is that literally all we got? I mean, 32 to 6, we
I mean,
dominated.
there's not super much to recap in that game. If you saw it, you just know the Bills are back. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
The Eagles got a win over the Chiefs last night. Was that game last night? 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago, they got a win over the Chiefs. And, so yeah, the Eagles play the Bills. We all know this. And they're on a little bit of a bounce, a letdown spot after getting that big win over the Chiefs. It's their Super Bowl. They're on a Super Bowl hangover. So we'll see what happens is on a short week when they're still celebrating against Buffalo
R-
some Sunday.
right. I mean, I think this is gonna be a monster letdown spot for the Eagles. They're coming off, like you just said, their Super Bowl esque victory. Um, you know that stuff. Hey, they won their Super Bowl, their regular season Super Bowl. Good job. Now you got to come play MVP candidate Josh Allen. You're gonna be in a little bit in trouble. This isn't Mahomes that you're playing. You're playing Josh Allen. Whole
Right.
different ball game. We're in a different realm here.
So is Buffalo back on the right track?
Yes. I mean, if you say otherwise, it's just gibberish and dumb.
I would have to say so and agree to that. That's nice to know.
But are we
Um,
also due for a letdown spot?
no, no, because we've gone through like 3 or 4 losses in a row.
Oh.
What, 3 in a row? What were we?
Not three in a row,
Four
but
and three. I lose track.
we
Two
lost
in a
three
row.
out of our last
Yeah, we
four.
lost, right? Which is just horrible.
It's all good though. We're back.
But yeah, the Bills are back on the right track. They get this one, they're officially fully back. And a lot of people have a lot to say if they go into Philly and get this one against the 9-1 Eagles.
Yeah, just something
I
too.
can't wait for Sunday. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, something too about last week. About them Giants. Giants upset the
Yeah,
Commanders.
let's talk about
A
that.
lot of you survival people probably got hurt by that. Um, it's sad. Yeah, I mean, the Giants are really bad. So they put up 31 points. That's sad.
Yep, and they knocked me out of survival for the Super Bowl tickets out of Krabs' entry. Unfortunate. But hey, at least we made some money on them, betting on them. Plus, that was a sweat-free winner. But survival hurts. Tell you that. Yeah.
And
Shout
then
out the
Justin,
Giants.
yeah, shout out to Giants. And then Justin Fields back, putting up a great performance, a great matchup against the
Nearly beating
Lions.
the not 8-2 Lions.
Went to OT. Great game.
Nearly beating the 8-2 Lions.
Or not? Did it go to OT or no?
No.
No. Okay, it was. They scored.
31-26 Lions got
They
it.
scored right at the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ball fumbled out of the end zone and they almost covered.
Yep.
Remember? It was
Yep.
a touchback. You said.
Yes.
Got lucky. Yeah, that was that one. Stroud and the Texans keep on rolling, and they get another win. They just look very good. Stroud threw a perfect ball to Tank Dell. I mean, watch out for that Texans team in the AFC.
Yeah, and I'll talk about them later this week and the way I'm leaning in their game against the Jaguars. But yeah, they've been playing some good football as of lately, I can't lie. But wait for them to run into somebody who's
And, do we have this fixed to where I can share my screen and it'll work?
it's still blurry.
It's like I want to pull up this AFC and NFC playoff picture. A big week.
Let's just talk about it in our clips, and I can put it up on the screen possibly.
Or should we do the waiver wire first?
Yeah, let's do waiver wire because I need some guys. I gotta look at my own waiver wire.
All right. Yeah, I got some guys. James Robinson, he'll be playing tomorrow. He just was picked up by the Packers.
I got AJ Dillon.
Yep. Go pick up James Robinson. I don't think AJ Dillon will have a great day. I think Robinson's gonna really get in there, and they cut into that dude's touches. What's his name again? AJ Dillon's
Dillon.
touches. Not to disrespect him, but Aaron Jones.
That's kind of disrespectful, but
Aaron Jones is out, so it could be a
Yeah.
big day for Dillon. But they signed Robinson, and I have to assume they will use him. They dropped him earlier in the year off their practice squad, signed him to their active roster. He will be used in this game, no matter what. Lions rush D though is not anything to play with. They're the number 5 rush D, but go pick him up. Also, Keaton Mitchell. He's only rostered in 27.1% of leagues, starting on 5.1%. Go get him. He's an explosive player like Devon Chain, who we just saw get injured again when he came back. So go pick up Keaton Mitchell. He's your Devon Chain if you need one.
yeah. Also, go pick up Khalil
Your lineup.
Shakir. Go pick up Khalil Shakir from the Bills.
Yep.
Had a big game this past week. I look for him to get more involved in the offense. I'm your number 1 Bills expert as well. So if I'm talking about it, it's probably going to happen. I called for the firing of Ken Dorsey. Got fired the next day. I have sway. Look for Khalil Shakir to get involved against the Eagles. Man, this Eagles defense, they're wishy-washy. You call them the Georgia defense. Josh Allen's going to tear them apart. It's going to be a rough night. Pick up Shakir. That's what I got.
I got one more sneaky one. It is going to be Darius Slayton. He's only rostered on 0.6% of rosters. You can get him in any league. He had 19 points. DeVito finally had a good game. He had 19 points. So go get him. He had 4 catches, 82 yards and a touchdown on Sunday. Go pick him up. If DeVito can get going and against another favorable matchup against the Patriots, he could have a day. He is questionable, but that's all I got there.
Yeah, that's all. I'm good.
Now we can move on to this AFC NFC playoff picture. We're gonna have to just sift through this and go through these tiebreakers and all that.
Yeah, let me just pull it up so I can see it on my screen.
AFC, yeah. Gotta sift through.
Go ahead, kick us off while I'm pulling it up.
We got the Bills fighting with the Bills are 6-5, 8th place in the AFC. They're fighting with the 6-4 Texans, 6-4 Steelers,
7-3 Browns.
7-3 Browns, who are number 5. 6 is Texans, and the last playoff wildcard spot is the Steelers at 6-4.
The 7-3 Dolphins we're fighting with either.
Patriots. Yeah. Let's get a few more wins.
I mean,
first.
wait. We're talking about the playoff picture. Why are we bringing up the Patriots?
We didn't.
You just said the Patriots, I thought.
No.
Or is that you said
Maybe
someone
I
played the
misspoke.
Patriots?
Yeah, maybe someone.
Or you
plays them, I
misspoke,
don't
but
know.
yeah, playoffs and Patriots, they should never be used in the same sentence this
Yeah, no,
year.
I didn't mean to bring up the Patriots.
But just,
Patriots are terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think the Bills are gonna sneak in. I mean, Texans
Well,
are gonna drop this week. Steelers are probably gonna win.
there's also the number 9 Colts at 5-5.
And the Broncos.
The Broncos on the uptrend, trending up. They've won what 4 in a row. They started 1-5.
Yeah.
They're now 5-5, and they're favorites against the 7-3 Browns.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Give them another win. They're right in the mix. They have a win over Buffalo. They would get in as a 7 seed if they tied at the end of the year. And yeah, the Broncos are right there at 5-5. The Bengals with a backup. They play the Steelers, so they will beat up on each other. Some of these teams. They're 5-5, and the Raiders are 5-6. They got the Chiefs this week. They're not winning that one. They'll be 5-7. I don't think the Raiders make it. And should we even mention the Chargers?
No. That team's horrid. We're gonna knock them down a game in a few weeks here. Staley needs to go. The team is a mess. But yeah, I mean they're in there though, but I don't think they're gonna be. At 4-6, they play the Ravens this week. They also got to play Buffalo. I believe they got to play the Chiefs again. They have a tough road to the playoffs.
Right.
I feel like looking over at the NFC picture is a little straightforward. Not straightforward, but like.
Yeah, hold on. I want to talk about the Bills' path a little bit, though.
Oh, okay.
'Cause,
Win.
right, win. That is the path. But you got the Texans. If they're fighting with the same record with Buffalo, they have a big game the Texans do against the Jags. If they win that, they'll go up 3 spots to the 3 seed over Jacksonville.
Wow.
And Jacksonville will fall to 6th if the Steelers lose.
Wow.
Well, they beat the Steelers, so they'll fall to 6th. They'll switch places with the Texans. But for the Bills, if the Bills are tied with the Texans, say the Texans lose, the Texans will still be in those playoffs while the Bills are on the outside looking in because they have a tiebreaker win over the Bengals. Bengals beat the Bills.
It goes off division
Texans
record
are-
is the second thing.
Yeah, and then the first thing is just record head-to-head in these teams.
Right.
So it's the best record. So Texans are 1-0 against the Bengals.
But that has nothing to do with.
Bills are 0-1 against the Bengals.
But that doesn't affect ours in the Texans tiebreaker.
No, I think it does.
No,
They have a better record, and they're not in the division.
I don't think so. Oh well, they have a better team record overall, yeah. But that the individual.
Tiebreakers for 2 clubs. It says head-to-head, best one-loss tied percentage in games between the clubs.
Right, and that would only be between the Bills and the Texans. Our win-loss. So say we're.
True, right?
Right.
True.
So
And best one-loss tied percentage. in
But the
games
win,
played
yes,
within
the
the division.
you can bring up the argument. Yes, are the Texans better than us because they beat the
But
Bengals?
if it's
They
3
could
or
be.
more clubs. Yeah, 3 or more clubs though.
Well, division record comes second still, and then if it goes tied past that, it moves down, I believe.
So it's division, then 2 clubs, then 3 clubs. But what if can it skip from the division down to the 3 clubs?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to look at, but you're uneducated, so that's okay.
Well, I just don't think you're really understanding how it works. Tie-breaking
am.
procedures. 2 clubs. If we go to 3 more clubs, head-to-head. So same thing. Whoever has, if they have head-to-head, whatever, best one-loss percentage played within a division. The number 2 thing goes in a division. Best. Now this is where it'd come up. Best win-loss tie percentage in common games. So what common games would be, we both
Right.
played the Bengals. That's where it comes. That's where those records come into play.
Where do you see that at?
3 or more clubs, number 3.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm wondering.
But you got to get through the head-to-head, which we haven't played each other, so that's out. Then number 2, best one-loss games played within a division. Say we both have the same division record. Then it goes into that common games,
Right.
and that's where the Bengals comes into place.
Right. What code?
And that's where I believe I'll read the games that come into play. The Jaguars, who they beat once, that's a common game. The Bengals, which they beat. The Buccaneers, which they beat. They also play the Broncos, who they're probably going to beat, and they play the Jets. So if we do get to that common games, they're most likely going to have us smoked in that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Texans are, yeah, you said they beat the Bengals. We're talking about the Texans or Bengals?
Bills, Texans. I don't think the Bengals have a shot
Yeah.
to be in the tiebreaker right now. I mean, they
5 and
do,
6 and they beat
but
us, but they do have a backup.
right.
But remember, they are 5 and 6 and they beat us. Are they 5 and 5? They beat Buffalo.
Yes, they beat us. They're 5-5. Last in their division.
Right. So they're, yeah, and they have a
And yes,
backup
by the
quarterback.
way, they play the Steelers. They got to play the Jaguars, the Vikings, the Chiefs, the Browns, the Steelers. I mean, come on now.
Right.
But yes, the
Right
tiebreaker
now,
situation.
I think it comes down to the Bills and Texans. I do.
Yeah, we need to win games though. That is.
And that's, yeah, they will,
Hold up, getting spammed for my picks right now.
especially if they beat the
Let me
Jags.
just send my chart. Getting spammed for my picks.
Yeah, tell Dill to wait. So we'll just.
What do I got for the total? Chicago, Minnesota, 56.
And nice. The Marquette game ends in a push, and I win fucking nothing. That one.
Whoa,
I didn't have the hook.
language. Let's keep it PG-13. Okay, do you want to take a dive into the
No.
NFC?
Yeah, let's take a dive into it. While I watch this miss 3 happen, because Action App already updated.
So yeah, right now in the NFC, you have the Vikings are 6-5, and they're the 7th seed. Below them on the bubble, you have the Packers who are at 4-6, the Rams who are at 4-6, the Falcons who are at 4-6, the Buccaneers who are in 4-6. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 teams that are 1 game out of 7th place. 1 game out. But they're 2 games behind. Vikings are 6-5, but haven't had their bye yet.
All right, and
So
Josh
that will
Dobbs
even
is
out.
tearing up.
That'll even out. Dobbs is playing great. Could have played better Sunday night to get his team to win, but he did not.
He's at the 7 seed still. He's still in if the season ends today by 2 games.
Yes.
And he would go upset the Lions at the Lions. Or no?
No. We're big Josh Dobbs guys on this podcast, though. Rooting for the guy. He's been playing great. Can't knock what he's got going on.
Right. Seahawks got a big divisional game against the Niners this week. Seen a bunch of action guys loaded up on those Niners -7, which we'll get into that game. I think I like another side in that one.
Wow.
But
Yeah, do we want to dive into our Thanksgiving slate tomorrow?
No, I want to do one more thing with this. I want to go if the season ended today. We run a little bracket, AFC, NFC, who's getting to the Super Bowl. Let's just go through and just pick these matchups real quick. So the Ravens would have a bye. It would be the Chiefs and the Steelers. Who are you taking in that one?
Chiefs.
Jags, Texans, at the Jags.
Taking Jaguars at home.
All right. Dolphins, Browns.
I'll take the Dolphins.
Okay. And then on the other side, we got Lions, Vikings. Red Lions.
The Lions.
I'm with you. 49ers, Seahawks.
The Niners.
Niners, I'm with you there. Saints, Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
It's got to be the Cowboys. And then we would have the Chiefs taking on the Dolphins, and it would be the Jags versus. Or no, it would be the Dolphins, Ravens, Chiefs, Jags.
Yeah, another rematch from last year. I mean, I have the Chiefs and I have the Ravens.
Take the Chiefs, and I would have to also take the Ravens. Dolphins cannot beat a good team, remember?
Yeah.
Oh. And then on the other side, we would have the Lions taking on
The Cowboys.
the Niners, and the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. Last seed versus first seed.
I think I'm gonna take the
Eagles
Cowboys.
at Eagles.
I think I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Eagles off a bye.
I'm
Might
gonna have,
struggle to come back with that one.
but I would have to take the Eagles still.
Yeah, I'll roll with the Eagles though, just 'cause they're rolling right now.
But we have a square playoff bracket here. We have the Ravens, Chiefs, number 1 and 2. We have Eagles, Lions, number 1 and 2.
Wait, we have the
Wait,
Niners.
sorry, no, we don't. I skipped over that. Lions, Niners.
I have the
I'm going
Niners.
with the Niners. Me too. And we're running it back with a NFC Championship rematch between the Eagles, Niners, and a new championship with the Ravens, Chiefs. Who wins that one? Lamar, Mahomes.
I'm gonna give it to Lamar. That defense, Patrick Queen,
I
Roquan
wanna
Smith.
go with Mahomes,
Their
but
defense is a lot better. That is what gets it
we've
done.
already talked about backing this team on a Super Bowl ticket, which I still haven't placed, weirdly enough. But I would have to go with Lamar in this one too at home. Get it done. Get to his first Super Bowl ever. And then we have Eagles Niners rematch. Purdy Hurts at Philly. Who's winning that one? With a healthy Purdy this time, hopefully.
I have the Eagles again.
I want to say Niners so bad. Maybe it's my bias, but I do think the Eagles get back if they make it that far and they're on that
Yes,
track.
I do have the Eagles as well.
We have the 2-1 seeds. Lamar Hurts. I was also actually thinking about putting in for this week Eagles Ravens to make the Super Bowl against each other, but who wins that? Hurts, Lamar on a neutral.
With my Super Bowl ticket, I do have one, but unfortunately, I will have
On
to
who, the
go.
Ravens?
I will have to go with the Eagles. I think they would get it done if they get back and they see the Ravens in the Super
I
Bowl.
also think they would get back. I also think they would win if they got back against really anybody.
Yeah.
So I would love Lamar. I would bet Lamar. I would root for Lamar, but I do think the Eagles might take that one.
Yeah.
They get back. I mean, I would take them against virtually anybody. So let's throw this wrench in there now. Buffalo lines up.
Hey,
against the
Cindy,
Eagles,
welcome to the chat.
hypothetically Speaking, Bills, Eagles. Hypothetically speaking, Bills make it. They make a magical miracle run. Who wins? Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. Eagles, Bills. Who wins it? I think it's a scary matchup for the Buffalo.
Can I let you know Monday who wins it? Or Sunday after 4
We can
o'clock?
pause this
Can I let you know?
conversation till Sunday at 4 o'clock.
But,
yes, we can. We will both be taking the Buffalo Bills in that one.
Yeah, Grand Salami.
I'll be hammering them 3.5. It's that simple. It'll be a 10U play on my
Yeah,
end.
it will be a 10U play probably for me as well. But I think we should get into our Thanksgiving slate.
Yep, unless you want to cook up a prize picks later, or we just go to the games
I do have my
first.
prize picks up, but I was gonna maybe say we could just get that after the games.
Let's cook it, and then we can really dive in and cook it up. I have my lots ready anyways, so yeah, we can go ahead and
Yeah,
let me just see. Hold on, let me just see my segments. Make sure we're not missing anything. It's a big week. Fantasy football waiver wire checked off. NFL Week 12 playoff picture. We're done with that now. Yeah, let's get into our Week 12 games, and then we'll get into our prize picks. Six-leg God, but we're gonna give. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the people Thanksgiving Day parlay, right? 3-legger. It can be player props, games, whatever. For tomorrow, we gotta give them something for tomorrow. And we're gonna go through our best bets, unless you want to go through every game, which I don't think we do. Go through our best bets, and then we'll do the 6-leg, or then we'll give them a 6-leg parlay for Sunday, lock teaser, and then then we'll do our prize picks. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump in. So we'll start with tomorrow's 3 games, obviously. Let's take a look at. We'll start with Lions, Green Bay. Detroit's laying 7.5 points at home versus Green Bay. This might have to be a $100 play out of me on the Detroit Lions minus 7.5. I think they can run through the Packers in a high-scoring game. I also like the total over 47.5 points. What do you think? I think the Lions just get going. Jordan Love's looked good in his last couple weeks, but I think he just lets down. It's not even a letdown. It kind of is. They've won 2 straight. I just think the Lions are that much better. I think they're 10 points better. I think they're like 11-0, and no, maybe in prime. I'd have to look that up. in like Thanksgiving games a favorite. I'm all over the Lions here. I don't see a way they lose, and I think they cover too.
See, I do like the Lions, but I like their half game -4. Lions -4 first
That could be
half.
an angle.
I think maybe you could get sketchy in the second half.
A Mima backdoor cover from Love and the boys.
Right. So I do like the Lions first half -4. I do just think they are the better team. The Packers are 31st in first half scoring this season and have a -59 point differential, while Detroit is top 6 in first half scoring with a +51 margin. So I think that I just think that Detroit -4 will beat them up in the first half. Could lead by at least 7. You could get at least 7 at the first half, I think.
Yeah, it should. I might have to take both.
So,
I like to go crazy in these festivities games.
and just like
so
I'm thinking maybe a
Whatever.
prize pick, probably I didn't really look, but I like Montgomery to get in the end zone.
I think that's a square actually for his pass receiving and rush. For rush and receiving, I think it's there. Okay. Okay, no, it's not actually. But
I'm
there
looking
is
his
one
rush
up for his
TD.
rush and receiving with somebody else, right? Or isn't? Or no? No.
I don't see that
No,
now.
I don't see it. There's one up for Gibbs though.
I just see his rushing TD though. That's what I see, his rush TD.
Oh, it's in rush TD.
That's what I'm on.
Okay, okay, yeah, here it is.
So
I do think he could get in.
that is
He's had
something
one in
maybe
his
that I
last two
like.
games.
So
Does he get in a third?
yeah, I just want to say welcome Cindy to the chat.
Gibbs has had
Supporter, gotta
4
love it.
in his last 3. Gibbs has had 5 in his last 4 games.
Yep, and everyone gonna be
Is this a
riding the
fade
Gibbs
spot?
train.
I mean, he might have to take his lesson, look like a dummy when this one misses, and he walks into the end zone in the first quarter of the game. But I might have to fade at the public and take his less here. We'll see.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be laying the first half. I'm gonna go lay it right now. One of my favorite plays. But yeah, moving into our next game.
We got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Commanders. This line has steamed up to 13.5 points.
So sketch.
Yes, it's steamed up there. But I believe Thanksgiving favorites of 10 or more points are very good in these last however many years.
Are the Cowboys just gonna come in and mollywop them though, or like? Ugh, I got 4.5 gross number. Like I'm thinking, I'm maybe looking at a total here. I mean, I like the over 48.5, but I mean, kind of know how I am with double digit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can rip off some stats here about that. So let's go on a little Thanksgiving history here, and then we can see if that impacts your pick or not. And I'm a little torn on this game, so let's see what we think after I read this off. Well, since 2004, favorites on Thanksgiving are 46-8 straight up.
Yep.
Not that exciting, right? 36-18 against the spread, favorites. In that span, since 2004, road favorites are 24-1 straight up and 19-6 against the spread on Thanksgiving, with the only loss coming back in 2009 when the Giants lost to the Broncos 26-6. But anyways, so that would more apply towards the Niners as a road favorite, taking on the Seahawks. But anyways, for this game in particular, favorites of over 10 points are 8-0 against the spread on Thanksgiving since 2005 and 11-0 against the spread in the past 30 years. They have not lost against the spread in the last 30 years. Teams above 10 points on the spread against the spread as favorites.
Wow.
So, I mean, I might have to ride that trend and take this steamed Dallas line.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to
Right,
too.
that
I
was
am on the
close.
over, though. I am on the over. I like Dallas defense to get a touchdown. Washington Commanders offense can be electric. They can air it out. I expect them to maybe get some points. I'm going to take the over 48 here in a fun Thanksgiving game. And even if
You
I
like
don't
the
get the
over?
over, I
You like the over 49, you're saying?
48.5.
Yeah, I like that too. I like
But
that too.
I think I'm with you with that stat. I mean, how do I
just hate
take the
when
other
they get
side?
that many points. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't know how I can take the other side, really. They're literally printing. This Dallas team will find a way to screw it up, I feel like.
Yeah,
But
it's a weird line.
they've probably been a part of this double-digit spread a couple times. Maybe
Yep.
not, though. Actually, I think Dallas, though, on the other hand, is like 1-11 against the spread in their last 12
Yep. By the way,
Thanksgiving Day games, I think.
you might not like this play, but Prize Picks, Dak Prescott over 275, 277.5 passing yards. Washington pass D is horrendous. It's 28th in the league in yards per pass. Dak has 300 plus yards and 4 TDs in each of his last 2 home games versus Washington. He averages 309 a game in his last 5 at home. With CeeDee Lamb and Cooks, I think that the Cowboys' high-powered offense is going to give Washington a run for their money. So I do like Dak. The number's up to 282. I like that on the more side. I don't know how you're going to feel about that, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering at this on a side here. Is it just too many points now to snag on the Cowboys? That's what I'm worried about. They get 10 points, 11, yeah, but now it's steamed to 13 and a half. Let's look at the splits a little bit. Can see 'em, but all good. But yeah, Prize Picks on this game. If that's what you want to go with for your 2, we can do it. I don't mind. I don't have any on this game in particular. I'm more so targeting the Green Bay and Lions game. So if you want to
yeah.
target this
Well,
game,
I'm just going to
can
wait
throw
till we
that in
keep
there.
going, though, because I might come up with something else. I don't know yet, but those are 2 that I like. Just
Yeah. All right. Nick says he loves that. I believe he's talking about the Cowboys one with that.
no,
first
he's
half.
talking about Detroit -4, I believe, first half.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
And
moving
then,
on, we have San Fran
let's get to this other game.
in the Seahawks. I mean, what is it, -7, 6.5?
Yeah, the Seahawks.
I
are
got
banged
6.5.
up. I think part of this line being at 7 is because the Seahawks are banged up and maybe those Thanksgiving trends that are read off. But Gino was questionable this week. A report came out today. He's gonna play. I don't know if Kenneth Walker is gonna even play. I think he's banged up too. I don't know what the Rams did to that team. They came back against them down 9, win that game and cash that bet.
Yeah.
Luckily, very lucky. Myers missed a 55 game-winning kick, 55-yarder. Let's see if Kenneth is playing this week, because that could impact my pick here. He's doubtful and he's not going to play tomorrow.
Yeah, so here, though, I'm going to go back to that San Fran team total. Over 24.5. I like it. I'm going to take it again. Team scores.
True.
I'm gonna
stick with you there.
I'm going to ride with their team total again. Like you said, it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to have a lot of plays probably. Check the Twitter licks and locks because it will not just be NFL. There'll be CBB. There'll be NBA probably
There'll be
picks. There'll be
everything.
picks everywhere. So make sure you check the Twitter to get all picks. What is your take here on this 49ers Seahawks?
I mean, the action guys are kind of scaring me off a little. 3 of them are on the Niners. You know how I get with that.
Yeah, they're
No,
sketch.
I love the Seahawks here. I do. I really don't think they don't cover a touchdown. I think they cover a touchdown easily. I think they're kind of in business to win the game outright if they play right, and they need this for the playoff picture we went over. They're number 6 taking on the number 3 team. They win this game. We're talking what? They played this year yet? Let me see. Need to see this real quick. They played this year. They lost in the wild card 41-23 last year. Probably same spread. Maybe even tighter. But they've not played this year. If they win this game, they would move above the Niners in this NFC playoff race. But on the contrary, the Niners handle business. They're 2 games up on this division and solidified as the 3 seed. Potentially the 2 if the Lions choke. I'm not going to say Seahawks money line, but I am going to play it small on Seahawks +7. That'll be my pick here with a banged up Geno and a Walker not playing. I'll get to the table with it. I think they come out pissed off after that horrifying choked loss last week at the Rams when they should have won that game. I think they come in pissed off with a vengeance, trying to get a big division win in a big spot and kind of stay up with the Niners in this division. I'm willing to take the 7 points here. Go to the grave with it. Play it small though.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Seattle in this spot a lot. I'm gonna keep that game out of my parlay. I was gonna put it in. I'm gonna keep it out. Just play it separate for a little Thanksgiving sweat at night.
Wow.
Little night sweat, but give me Seattle.
So
And that goes against my stat of favorites being undefeated or whatever.
so
Last.
yes, it does. It does. And your road stat. So that
Right, that's when I was getting at. It was one more time.
so
Road favorites are 24-1 straight up, 19-6 against the spread on Thanksgiving, with the only loss coming back in 2009.
so with all this information, let's cook up a parlay. 3-legger, right?
That's road favorites of over 7 points.
Kyle, we just cook up a 3-legger?
Yes, yes, yes. I forgot about that. We gotta do that.
What are we looking at
I
for a
know, there's
3-legger?
just road favorites in general. Wow, 19-6 against the spread. I mean, do we have to throw the Niners in and fade my pick? And I can
Probably.
go Seahawks separate. I'm
Probably.
willing to. I'm willing to. I am willing to.
I am rolling in our parlay. I really think we do the first half play. I think we stay away from the
Okay,
full
I'm
game.
I'm willing to do it. I don't give a fuck, really. We can do it. I don't care, really. We can do it.
So the Lions -4.5 first half.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we want to go the team total? Want to get weird and go the team total or just the spread?
I'm fine with the team total.
All right, let's do the team total. Niners. The Seahawks D ain't gonna hold up when Ayuk's. I mean, I'm selling the Niners right now when I like the Seahawks, but when Ayuk's running all over them, I mean, they can put up some points. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 24.5. And then
How is the Seahawks pass D? It can't be good, right?
no.
Maybe it was good against the Rams, who usually have a high-powered offense, but it moves on Sunday.
Then what are we going with in that Cowboys game?
I mean, do we just follow the undefeated trend and lay however many points it is with 90% of the public on America's team tomorrow night?
Yeah.
It's got to be more themed towards 95. It can't. I would doubt if it's 90. I think it's at least.
So what
95%
about?
of bets on that.
Can we maybe look at the Dallas team total?
Yeah, I think we can go that route instead. Actually, Seahawks number 19 pass D, not very good.
We're looking
I
at
think
for
we
their
just-
team totals
Yeah, I think we do that actually.
30.5 though.
Where do we go? Dallas first half spread. What's that sitting at? 7.5 maybe. Which one? Do we like better?
7.5. Ooh. I don't know. I don't
What's the team
know.
total again?
30.5.
And what's the odds for that one?
-120.
Commanders D. They did lose Sweat. They lost Chase Young. It's probably. Let's dive a little deeper. A little deeper. Let me see how the Commanders D has held up these last few weeks. Now, last week, do we count last week really? They allowed 31 to the Giants. That's an outlier. Do we really take that?
The Commanders D is bad. I had the
It's been
stats.
bad. They've allowed 38, 17, 29, and 31 in their last 4. Yeah, I'm willing to get to the grave with the Cowboys team total.
Or do we just lay the over in the game and we root for just points?
Yeah, I'm down with that too. I'm down to go with the over. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. 49 I got, but
Yep.
you can have your best
So-
one you got.
We have
So Thanksgiving Day parlay, it's going to be Detroit -4 first half.
Yep.
Niners team total over 24.5. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
And the over 49 in the Dallas game,
Yep.
Dallas Washington.
Yep.
Let me go put this in to see what the odds are. I'm guessing it's got to be right around +500.
+576 is what I got.
Okay, let's see what I get over here.
I'm laying it.
I have 4.5 on my. I'll just take it on that book you're taking it on. Probably. Yeah, I'll do it there. Yeah, why not? Then. Oh yeah. So what do we got? +576. You're saying?
Yep. I just took it on DK for
Okay.
2.5 units.
Cool. And then it's 24.5 at Niners. Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, it's -125. Yep, +576. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yep.
I'm gonna put it in right now, just so it's in and ready to go. And you can bring
Yeah, I
us
already
into our
put it
next
in.
game.
Yeah, so we're going, into Black Friday. We have Jets Miami.
Forgot about that.
Jets Miami. Weird game. Weird time. 3 o'clock. Um, I have. I'm looking here at. I have the Jets plus 9.5. We're gonna buy the bad news, the weirdly bad news. I'm just gonna take the Jets at home. Plus 9.5. They're getting overlooked. Um, and yeah, that's my reasoning.
They are, but who's the better team? Way better team. How much should you put on that parlay? 10 to win 57?
25.
Oh, 25 on it? Wow.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm in. I just put 25 on it. I'll track it later.
I will probably be adding another 25 to it tomorrow. It's $100 to win 500.
I'll leave that.
I like our picks, but yeah. So
25
Jets
to win
Miami
69.
totals 41 or 40.5. I like the Jets plus 9 and the under.
Okay, and what's the spread? 9.5 you said, right?
Yep. I don't really have much. Jets starting that weird backup bum.
Yeah, I like the Dolphins. I don't have much on the game. We saw what the Bills did to them last week. This one will be quite similar. I don't see Tim Boyle's gonna start. Yeah, Tim Boyle's starting. You
Yeah.
forgot about that. That bum. Maybe buy the bad news. I don't mind your spot on that, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Lay the points. I don't care what it seems up to. I'm gonna bet this game because it's the only Friday NFL game. Give me the Dolphins. I'm not gonna overthink this one.
Yeah, I feel like it's more kind of a hero play for me, possibly. However, the Dolphins, I don't know. They've been struggling their
I
last
could
2
see the
weeks.
Jets playing. I could see this Boyle guy. It can't get any worse than what the Bills did to him last week. It can't. I could see this Boyle guy coming in and playing better than Zach, but I still am gonna go with the Dolphins against a Moose third string guy. This guy's terrible. If you look it up his stats in college, he had like no touchdowns and like 8 interceptions in a few years. Threw like 2 touchdowns in his college career.
Yeah,
No idea how he's here, but he is. So
exactly. I'll root for the underdog story. Feel me, cuz? Feel me?
the Dolphins and Tua and Tyreek. I might have to target that game for prize picks.
Yeah, really
Touchdown.
crappy game.
Also, though, the Jets D could come to play.
Yeah.
They're nasty. But ultimately give me the Dolphins there.
Yeah, moving forward into our next game, we could talk about Pittsburgh Cincinnati division game. I know Cincinnati's with a backup QB, and it's an interesting start here. Steelers just fired their offensive coordinator. Canada, he's gone. And I'm gonna back Pittsburgh here. So far this year, teams after firing their coach have came out hot. The Raiders pounded the Giants after they fired their coach. The Bills pounded the Jets after they fired their OC. Now the Steelers are about to pound the Bengals after firing their OC. Look for Kenny Pickett to throw the ball around. Maybe the Steelers to get back to preseason form where they were supposed to be. Give me the Steelers -1 all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just guess
Oh,
I'm with
yeah.
you there. Steelers -1 against the Dolphin or against the
The
Bengals.
Bengals, yeah. Bengals backup QB. Weird spread at -1, but I'm still riding with.
Up to 1.5 now. Pick it. Who's their backup? That Browning guy. Fuck, I could low key see the Bengals winning this game. Could you? Oh, said no. This is a Moose game.
It's really Moose.
I might flip a coin and decide.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a lean. I guess I'll say Steelers. Action guys say Bengals, so you could see me flip there in Sunday. Or is it? When is it? Sunday? I don't know when these games are because we got Thursday and Friday football. There's no
Sunday, Sunday,
Saturday, right?
Sunday, Sunday. We're into the Sunday
Right?
slate.
Because I know Saturday starts at some point, right?
Yes.
Saturday night games. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So give me the Steelers for now. For the podcast sake, I'm probably not touching this one.
At a 5-star play coming up for our next game. Jaguars at the Texans. Spread is minus
Yep.
1.5.
My favorite spots of the week.
Over under is 48.5. Kick us off. You say one of your favorite spots. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep riding with the hot hand. The guy that's a rookie QB that is second. Yes, I said second in pass yards in the entire NFL. That is hard to do. This guy's up there for the MVP, and if it was up to me right now, DJ Stroud is my MVP winner. He is right now. He's just not to the NFL because he's got rookie next to his name, and he's a first-year guy, and everyone picks on him. He's an MVP caliber player right now. He's playing better than guys that have been vets in the league for 5, 8+ years. I mean, he's taking guys to school every single week. He's got a chance to lead the division going into week 12 of the NFL. You know how hard that is for a rookie to do? Lead the division. People forget. I have that division future ticket still sitting around, plus 475. Don't let the Texans come in at home in this one and take this game from the Jags and take the division lead going into week 13. Don't let them do it. But with all that being said, I'm not going to even give the Jags a ton of respect. Last week, Lawrence and Ridley had a day. I don't see that happening again this week. I see the Texans winning this game outright. I'm going to take the 1.5 hook there. And then this is going to be one of my lock teaser pieces as well.
Wow.
Into this plate. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite looks of the week, if not my favorite.
Yeah, so I think, I
love
mean,
the Texans in these little short spots. Love them.
yeah, so what I like here, my best play is the under. I don't mind your analysis on the Texans. However, man, this Jaguars team is good. Are people not forgetting that this team is good? That their defense is very good, that they're 7-3, that they're 7-3 against the spread. A lot of the public's on the Texans here. I'm on the other side. I like the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, the more experienced team. We're getting in that late November, coming into December, where it's time. Okay, we got to start playing good football. We're getting ready for the playoffs. Who am I gonna back? I'm gonna back Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wow, so we're on opposite sides here.
Yes, I just think their defense is gonna be able to give Stroud some problems. We did see Stroud struggle last week. Yes, he struggled. He threw 3 interceptions. That's a struggle. I love Stroud though. He's a great player, great rookie of the year.
Who won the game?
Yes, the Texans team won the game.
Right, I agree.
But I'm rolling with the under here, fading everybody, and I'm rolling with the Jaguars fading everybody as well. One of my best spots is the under here though, Jaguars.
You like the under? What's that total in that one?
48. Division game, gonna be a close one. You like the under. 48. Did I say 28? 48.
Okay. Yeah, you said 48, I think. Just sounded like 28. Good. Okay, so my best spot of the week, and you're fading it. Interesting. Okay. One of my best spots.
Yeah, it's easy fade for me too. It's not even really like I'm not questioning it. It's just
Okay.
a lot of crappy games. I'll read some of these off. Let me know if you want to cover. We have New Orleans, Atlanta.
Yeah, I do. It's also one of my favorite games of the
Yeah,
week.
let's talk about this game's actually big for the NFC playoff race right now as well. I mean, we have 5-5 going up against 4-6.
Division a little bit.
Yeah, there's some good implications going on here. What do you got? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, Falcons are on a 2-loss streak to the Cardinals, who, when Kyler came back, they lost that one. They wish they had that one back to try to win it again. Saints have not impressed me. Neither team has impressed me. I'm going with the home team. It is actually one of my favorite bets of the week. I love teams in these short spots when they need a bounce back win. This division's up for grabs. Besides the Panthers, it's gonna be the 4-6 Falcons, 4-6 Saints, 5-5 Saints, and the 4-6 Bucks fighting for a division title. So give me the 4-6 Falcons. They might win this division at 7-10. I don't know. But give me the 4-6 Falcons here to get to 5-6, and at home Hear this one in the division where these teams are gonna dogfight for the playoffs and then go and get smacked whoever they play first round.
Yeah, I like the Falcons here in the over as well. Um,
Sorry, Carr.
I think Bijan Robinson is gonna get heavily involved in this game. I like them to beat New Orleans. See, that New Orleans team is just not good. I hate that team. I mean, they burnt me multiple times this year. I just don't like betting on them. They're ugly to watch. I'm gonna roll with Atlanta. However, I do also like the over. 3 straight Falcon games have gone over 51 total points. 3 of the last 4 Saints games have gone way over 42. In the last 3 games, Falcons faced Will Levis, Josh Dobbs, and Kyler Murray. And they still allowed a lot of points. So I think that Saints are going to be able to put up some points. Derek Carr is questionable, which is. You have also Heineke who's questionable. I believe Ritter will be out there. I do like your Atlanta play. I'm going to lean with it. I like the over as well. Over 42. I'm riding the over.
Wait, who's questionable again?
Heineke's going to, or Ritter's going to be out there, right, as a starter.
No, I did not know that, but they're a favorite. I mean, I might like them even.
No.
I don't think the Raiders should be favored against Carr and Co. So for that reason, I will be absolutely on this Falcons here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So moving on to our next game, we got Cleveland and Denver. 2 teams right in that wild card race. Let me know what you got here. So I have one of my best spots of the week again. I'm seeing the board clearly this week. I love the board. I love it. Since you're looking down at your phone and not paying attention, I'll kick us off here. Give me the Denver money line for a grand slam play. They're going to beat down on this Browns team with a backup QB. This Denver defense is relentless. Russ Wilson does not turn the ball over. He plays great football. And they're going to be able to score in the red zone. They drove down to the red zone last week, couldn't score, but they ended up getting the job done. This week, I like them to convert in the red zone. I love Denver here, minus the 2.5 on the money line as well for a grand slam. They are going to beat the Cleveland Browns in their backup QB. What do you got for us here?
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I'm gonna have to just because Broncos got that win. Although the Vikings did cover, Broncos did get the win. People were on that money line. I'm gonna have to bring them off my dead list. Not saying I'm gonna bet them, but I have to take them off my dead list. I probably will end up fading this team once again with the Cleveland Browns, who are 7-3 and better. Why they are underdogs, I don't know. Probably because it's a backup QB and DTR playing against Russell Wilson, but I like DTR's upside. I think he's a good player. I don't know if I can get to the window with the Browns plus 1.5. Maybe I'll just tell you and take the Broncos just for good time sweat sake. But yeah, for the podcast, I'm gonna say Cleveland. No, I'll just ride with you on the Broncos. I mean, this is just gonna be a good game. Broncos probably win on a game-winning field goal. I hate that I'm saying that, but probably true. I don't have too much on this game. I'm not gonna put much on this game, but I guess I'll take the Moose Broncos. Or the trending upward Broncos that could make the playoffs and beat the Bills out potentially. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's possible. Russ has been playing really good football. Go look up the stats. He's been playing great football. That defense is very good. I could maybe see them sneaking in, and it will be a heartbreaker for the Buffalo Bills. Speaking of the Buffalo Bills, I want to dive into that game. Game of the week, best game of the week, Bills-Eagles, Super Bowl preview. What do you got? Kick us off. What do you think?
Yeah, you know where I'm going. It's Bills minus 3.5. Let me just collect my thoughts real quick on this one. Yeah, so Eagles, we talked about it earlier in the pod. Eagles come into this game 9-1, Bills 6-5. Pretty simple. Bills needed a lot more than the Eagles needed. Eagles coming off their biggest win of the season at the Chiefs. They were down 17-7 in the third or fourth quarter. came back, looked ugly, won the game against the Kansas City Super Bowl defending champion Chiefs and Mahomes. The Eagles had this one marked up and circled all year for some revenge. It's all they cared about this season so far. They came in, they got the job done, and they're on their little Super Bowl hangover now after getting that win against the Super Bowl defending champions who beat them in the Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl, their regular season Super Bowl right now, and they're on a short week after playing Monday night. They're still celebrating tonight. They're going out for Thanksgiving with their family, celebrating the big win they had over the Chiefs in their Super Bowl. And little do they know they got to go play a Bills team that's looking to make the playoffs, fighting with some teams, blue collar, scrapping with other teams. Little do they know that Bills team is going to come into their house ready to go while they're still hungover from that Chiefs win last week on a short week. The Bills will be the more prepared team here. They'll be the better team in this game, and they will ultimately upset Philly at Philly. Plus 1,650 on the money line. I'll be on the spread at plus 3.5. And I'll have a 10 you play on this like we talked about earlier. Give me the Bills plus 3.5 with the hook. And I like them outright. I would play them down to the money line.
Yeah, so I just put in my 10U play. I put 5 units on plus 3.5, and I also put 5 units on the money line. Like you said, I love the letdown spot here for the Eagles. They just won their regular season Super Bowl, and they're playing a hungry Bills team. This Eagles team, can you say they're hungry at 9-1? Do we think they're hungry? I don't think so. I think this Eagles team's going to come into this game, 4 o'clock game after Thanksgiving. You know, the guys are out drinking, whatever. They're going to come in this game a little slow, and they're going to get beat by the Bills. It would be such a Bills thing to be counted out of everything and then come back and really do something. To have a piss-poor regular season, and then they come into the playoffs and they do something. I love the Bills here after getting right. The offense looks great. I'm not sure if the Eagles are going to be able to stop them, and I can assure you that the Bills' defense is going to stop the Eagles. The Bills' defense looks incredible right now. Rasul Douglas is looking like a great defensive pickup. The D-line finally got some pressure last week. We're coming, baby. We're coming. Bills on the money line, Bills on the spread. Non-biased. Say less, talk to us nice. Talk about us nice as well. Done getting disrespected by the media when we're back. That's all I'm going to say about that one.
I agree. I'm with you there. You heard it here first. The Bills win against the Eagles outright. I was going to say Sunday Night Football, but it's not a Sunday Night Football game. Right?
Nope, we got to watch it at 4 o'clock.
I mean, how is this game not flexed to prime time?
Because going in the prime time, we have Ravens-Chargers.
And does this have a lot to do with the Bills being 6-5? Not.
No, because the schedule's made before, and we're not in flex game territory yet.
Right, and the Chargers are 4-6, so that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Chargers are moose, and the Ravens kill them, maybe.
Yes, I love that. I love the Ravens here, minus the 3.5. They beat up on teams.
Talk about this game.
This team is.
That's a little short for me, though.
Yes, I don't care what you guys say about the Eagles. This team right here is the best team in the National Football League. The Ravens, big trust. They're gonna beat up here on the Chargers. By the way, I did put in my Super Bowl ticket at plus 800. I just put it in. So.
Oh, it's steamed down to plus 800 now. I gotta get mine in. I'm gonna put a lot on it, I think. But, yeah, I'm with you. Ravens covered minus 3.5. It's pretty. This is a shorter spread than I would think with the Chargers season on the line. Maybe that's factored into it. I think this should be closer to 5. Also, Chargers at home, but I don't really think the Chargers have much of a home field advantage when they play. They barely get any fans to their games in LA. They split a stadium with the Moose Rams. I mean, I don't know. I'm ready to take the Ravens in this one minus 3.5 and keep riding with the hot hand. Chargers season is on the ropes. They lose this one, they're done. Staley could get fired. I don't think we'll see this team in the playoffs. They have not been as good as I thought they would. They have not been good enough for me. Give me the 8-3, number 1 seed now, Baltimore Ravens to cover this one. Looking to keep that 1 seed in this close, tight AFC race.
I agree with you there.
Baltimore.
I did skip over the Rams and the Cardinals. Let's look at that game. I don't know. It doesn't really mean a whole bunch for playoffs. It does a little bit for the Rams, who could maybe make a late run with Matt Stafford coming back. I don't really have a play on this game. Do you have anything? Do you have anything?
Sorry, gotta pay attention here, but yeah. No, I don't, but I would probably lean the Cardinals. I'm so glad I didn't have to watch that Rams game. Yes, last week I would have been sweating that game so hard, and they must have looked bad. You were watching it. How bad did they look?
So I had to stop watching for your sake. It was on. They did just look bad.
Changed.
Both teams look bad though. The Seahawks,
I
after
was
they
watching
took
the
that early
scoreboard,
lead, did
they
not
only
look
get up
good
7
though.
points. It was 16-7. And
Yes.
they couldn't do anything.
Seahawks looked good in the first half, but after that, no. And I knew the Rams were gonna win though. It was one of those games where you're watching Seahawks start punting the ball, Rams are driving, getting little drives. You see the choke coming. I knew that the Rams were gonna come and win that game, but it was just gross. It was bad watch. It was bad watch.
They were getting, when I looked at the box score at like halftime or whatever, they were getting outgained by like 200 yards.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
like
See,
200.
at halftime,
Rams
Seahawks were
like
playing very good.
97, and then it finished 291 for the Seahawks. Rams 267. So it totally flipped in that second half. But I also looked at what Henderson did, who was just waived this week. Shout out to my boy Henderson. Rams did him dirty. Came in, played well for them. But now that Kieran Williams is back, by the way, he's not on waivers. Put him in your lineup. They're going to use him moving forward as the one. They just dropped Henderson, who was their lead back in the time that Kieran was on IR.
They did do him wrong. They
That's what I
did.
was saying, yeah, they did him dirty, but he had 6 carries for 1 yard,
Yeah.
.2 average, and 1 touchdown. No, he still had fantasy production like 12 points, but 6 carries for 1 yard, but they still did him dirty. Shout out Henderson. Bill should go pick him up or somebody. He should land on a team. He's still NFL ready, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl there.
Hey, what was your one of your lock parlay teaser picks?
Texans plus 7.5.
Okay, I don't.
The other one is actually on the Bills game that we talked
Yes,
about.
I'm on the
Bills
Bill.
plus 9.5.
Good. That was my other leg. I'm riding that
But
teaser with
anytime
you.
I have so much on the Bills.
I'm gonna ride that teaser with you though. Fuck
Well,
it.
I'm gonna either choose one or the other. Bills. I'm gonna choose that teaser or just the Bills spread.
We'll just play.
Or
I
play
mean,
one small, one
just
big.
how about a green out Bills? How about that? Where you green out with the Bills? Why they can never be that?
Well, yeah, just hammer 'em.
Even if they do lose though, they're gonna lose by
If they
9.
lose,
Come
then-
on.
No, they're not. No.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I will. Yeah, that's my teaser though. Bills Texans this week.
I'm on it.
is.
Do you wanna transfer over to our prize picks, or actually, do you wanna list your best spots?
Yeah, because I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Giants, but I'm not. We don't need to go in depth with that. It's just one of my best spots. So, let's cook up my parlay. I'm gonna take my parlay, but I'll go through my best spots. So tomorrow, Lions minus 7.5. Dallas. Last week my picks went like 7-1. I missed the Chiefs
Wow.
minus 2.5 Monday night. All my other spots hit. I think it was like 7-1. Had a few weeks that this year for NFL, but anyways, done tooting my own horn. Let's move. I'm gonna keep off Seattle and Dallas Thanksgiving games. The only Thanksgiving game I'll have in this parlay is Detroit. Actually, I'll pull up Seattle as one of my best spots. They will not be my parlay. But anyways, Texans plus 1.5 versus the Jags. Giants plus 3.5 versus the Patriots. Atlanta minus 1 versus the Saints. And Buffalo plus 3.5 at the Eagles. And this game, Chiefs win it, but Raiders plus 8.5 against the Chiefs. I think the Raiders cover. And that's what I got. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. So I have
Well, I'm gonna have. All right. I'll get
my best spots. I have Detroit minus 4.5 first half. I have the over 48.5 in Washington, Dallas. I have the over 42.5 New Orleans, Atlanta. I have the Bills plus 3.5, 5 units, Grand Salami, in the Bills money line plus 145 Grand Salami, non-biased. Talk to us nice. Big trust Josh Allen.
Yep.
Let's jump into our prize picks. We are straight cooking winners for you guys at Thanksgiving. We are cooking for you guys. Some of you guys are sitting there, and we know none of you are cooking for your family. You're sitting back there, you're chilling, watching the games. You need something to sweat. Sweat the Licks and Locks parlay winner. Sweat this winner. Hold up. Sorry, one sec. Let me shout out the Nelk boys. Kyle Forgard winning the Prize Picks championships. Wow.
You gotta say Howie won too.
He green beaned 6-leg. Talk to him nice.
I mean, that's very hard to do. Anyone that knows Prize Picks knows going 6 for 6 is almost like hitting the lottery. Not quite, but very hard to do. Shout out Kyle Forgard with that, winning the Prize Picks championship. How much money did he win?
100K.
100K. And anyone that joined his team gets a free $2,000 entry. Not $2,000 on it, a free entry to win $2,000. Shout out to him for winning that for his team. Were you on his team or no?
No, I was
on
on
Bucket.
OT.
Lost round 2. Yeah, lost round 2. Anyways, well, my parlay I'm gonna give out 16. Should I have the Bills in it or the Seahawks? I can't have the Seahawks.
I'd take the Billy Bobbies.
Have another Cardinals. I don't. I go with the Bills, I guess, and they're gonna. Oh, they're not. All right. So my parlay is gonna be Detroit minus 7.5, Texans plus 1.5, Giants plus 3.5, Falcons minus 1, Bills plus 3.5, and Raiders plus 8.5. I'm gonna. That's tomorrow. Hopefully, I get a boost for that tomorrow. Some kind of boost for Thanksgiving Day games. Then I'll play that.
Yeah, and
Pays out plus 4, 5, 4, 3.
I love how you put the Thanksgiving game in there. You know, if it misses, you refire it back up with another team.
Yeah, you do another parlay. Yep. Exactly. All right, now we can get into the Prize Picks. I have my legs already.
All right, so do you want to pull up the Prize Picks board quick?
Yeah, I do. Jarrett.
Yeah,
Share the screen. Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, not share my screen correctly.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably just put 31.
Wow, your legs are you're fading, Dylan.
Yes, and there's reasons why. So obviously, no explanation needed. We're taking the Turkey Christian McCaffrey discount square over 0.5 Russian receiving yards. And we got 5 more legs, which I believe the max, if you put McCaffrey in it, the max you can take for your Prize Picks is $25. So that's what I'll have on this entry. Jaden Reed and Sam Laporta.
Hold on, wait, we gotta split it because I can't depot on my Prize Pick. So
What do you mean?
like,
Oh yeah, I know. We can. Yeah. So it'll have to just be $25 though.
what does that win us?
Like $6.25.
All right, yeah,
So
screw it. Okay. Yeah.
I
So
can probably help you.
read out my picks. Or your picks, like our picks that we have.
So
Hold on, wait, my bad. By the way, we're doing this. So we're taking our turkey square, Christian McCaffrey, easy lock. Kyle's going to put in 2 picks. I'm going to put in 2 picks. Can you please go back to the Prize Pick screen? All right. Give me your picks and why.
So I have Jaden Reed, Sam Laporta over 0.5 Russian receiving, and that's because Jaden Reed has been scoring. Sam Laporta's due. He's in a bunch of squares on Prize Picks. He could be the bait of the week, but or I was gonna ask, or I can go. Where is this one? Right here. Or we can go this other one with Laporta, who I had first with Christian Watson. But I kind of.
What about Amon-Ra St. Whale?
I like it. But he just scored last week. He's probably one of the squarest guys in the week to score. I don't know. I like this one better. I do. I like taking these tricky spots. Let me see though. Let me see. Quick. See what the Packers pass D is like. Number 7 in the league. That's why. But I should not have Laporta in this. But let's see what they are against tight ends. Could be worse.
Guys, we're getting If
Yeah, it's just
so,
weird
if you
because
don't know our
they're
track
entertaining
record,
against tight ends.
if you don't know our track record, me and Kyle, we hit parlays on Thanksgiving. Well, I think we've only hit one.
Yeah, we have.
We hit one, our first ever one we put together. We hit. We missed the last 2 years. We're due. We're due.
Yes. Okay. So Jaden Reed is due for, or he's not due, but he's been balling. I like him over Christian Watson, and Watson's on my fantasy team, but I like this Jaden Reed kid, and I'm willing to get to the window over.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I like it. I like it. I like it. Me too.
They're against the number 21 pass D, which is not good. He did not have one in his last game. He did not, but he had one before that. He's had one in his last two, and he's up on Prize Picks. Give me him. Now Christian Watson, though, let's go over to him because we need to make a decision here. And then
No,
can
I
get on
like
there.
the Jaden Reed one.
Okay, I just want to see his stats though. Watson had a TD last week. Yeah, he doesn't repeat that. We're going with Jaden Reed, Laporta, more than .5 rush receiving TDs. They won't have a rush one, obviously. Now here's my interesting square. AJ Dillon,
Yes,
less
that's weird.
than 47.5 rush yards, and here's why. The reason why is Dillon. He's hold on, let me go.
I don't mind it. It's kind of sharp with the injury news of.
I have reasonings, yes. So, okay, well, this is weird. He's had 29 in his last game. It's up at 47.5. He had 70 the game before that against Pitt, but 46, he won 76. Anywho, I think he goes less than this number because, yeah, Aaron Jones is out. You would think, yeah, this, right, like you said, Aaron Jones is out. This number should probably be higher, right?
I'd say so.
He had 29 last week. I think it should be higher. So there's that factor, but also I think them signing James Robinson really does say something. It says they're not willing to give this A.J. Dillon bell cow back carries, even though I think he could be one. Well, also that Cedric Wilson guy, whatever his first name is, he's also hurt with a shoulder injury. So both of their running backs are out, so they did have to sign somebody just for a backup back. But I do think they get James Robinson involved, and because of that, I think A.J. kind of cuts into his touches, and if James can rip off a few good runs, a few good drives, there's no reason they won't keep going back to him. I think James could have a big day. I might even start him in fantasy tomorrow. I picked him up in a league. Like I said, go pick him up. I think they use him. And yeah, I think he goes less than this number because of that. And yeah, that's really why.
Yeah.
I think he goes less than this number.
So I'm going pass yards, throw it in there. Dak Prescott is over.
And then, sorry, one more thing. Sorry. And my other reasoning is because Detroit's run D is number 5 in the league against the run,
Wow.
the Lions.
Yeah.
So I'm going less than rush yards here for A.J. Dillon tomorrow.
Yep. I like Dak Prescott over pass yards. 282. Can you go click that in?
Yep, my fault. Here, what are we at? Say it again.
Dak Prescott over 282
Pass
passing
yards.
yards. You're not gonna like
It is
that
up
one,
there.
but
Now let's see though. We can look. He said, "I like this." He had 189 last week against the Moose Carolina Panthers, and his number's 100 yards above that.
yes.
282. I like it.
Then I think I'm gonna go with Montgomery, TD sketch.
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Just rushing TDs, regular rush TDs.
Yeah, I know.
Top right.
Okay, this is the sketch one. He's had 2 in his last 2 games. Does he keep it together and get a third in a row? I'm willing. I'm willing to do it. I am willing. Not going to do any talk out of. And then there's also an angle we could go with Gibbs, which you probably don't want to go with it, but I'm going to just throw it out there. He's had 5 touchdowns in his last
See, I think that's the more square one over Montgomery.
games. Right. You're saying more? No, I'm saying less than for this guy. But it's sketch because this guy could walk in the first quarter. That's what's sketch about it.
Let's put it in. So what does this win us? 25 to win what?
No, we're going to go with your Montgomery Square because
Yeah.
I don't want to screw the leg
No.
if it misses.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, I said no. We're not switching that to Gribbs.
Yeah.
Heck no. Screw Gribbs.
But Would you? Okay, but I'm just asking. Just
No,
what
I'm
would
not. I'm not
would you go
changing.
with Gibbs
No.
less than or more than if you had to? This week?
Probably
Looking at
less
this
than.
chart. Okay. Same. It's sketchy, but I would. But yeah, and also though I like Montgomery because um Packers rush D is not good.
Yeah.
So I like him to walk in at some point. It's gonna be a high scoring affair. I mean, yeah, give me Monty here.
All right, put it in.
Number 22 against the rush. So we have one last, 5 more. All right, let's put it in. I think the max is 25, so oh, it only wins 250.
Try 31. Try putting it all on. Or you just already know that it won't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's because we need a 6th leg. Oh yeah, we have to.
All right, let's get a 6
Remember
leg.
I said we were gonna do the consensus now. 2 of mine, 2 of yours. The one.
Can we go Gino to
the
throw a
one for each
pick?
player, and then we need to do a consensus.
Gino to throw one to the other team?
So what I like is this sketchy one.
But Gribbs and Montgomery's way too.
Agree.
It's so
It's
sketch and
It's
just.
sketch. All right, we'll take it off. All right.
I mean,
where
nah,
we
screw
moving-
it. No,
where we moving
I like
to?
it. I like
Yeah,
it.
has to be a-
Because we have
no,
Laporta. We have
no
Laporta.
options. We have time. Let's get surgical a little bit.
All right,
have
all right,
time.
all right. What about Kittle over passing yards? Simple.
Kittle won't throw a pass.
Receiving yards, me head. 52, I think it's
Why
at.
is he at this? What the? Whoa, hold on. Whoa, whoa, hold on.
Do we take his green?
Whoa. Oh, whoa. This is wild.
I say we take his over if we do.
It says something. I might have to change my TD pick now to this guy. I'm going Jaden Reed, but oh my
Let's just
God.
take this guy's over. Screw it.
I'm down to take this guy's over.
Let's do it. Yeah,
absolutely.
let's just do it. I like it.
But let's go to the one you were talking about just to talk it over. Which one
Kittle
do you
over
want?
receiving yards. If it's on there. I don't even know if it's on there.
And Jaden Reed's is less, and he's gone over it. Jaden Reed might not have a day.
Yeah,
I
the
really
play
like
is
Reed.
Watson. It's Watson. It is.
Oh, we're gonna have to change this all up now.
No,
Just
leave
hope
it.
for the
Leave
best
it.
for Laporta?
Yes, leave it. Leave it.
But the play is Watson. Clearly, it is.
I like Watson. Yeah, switch it. Switch it.
But I want to go to Kittle anyways. I would want to see where is he.
I don't know if he's on there.
Oh, here he is. He's gone over this his last. Dude, he's good. These are some sketch lines. Look at these numbers.
I
man. Look
know.
at
I
this.
know.
he might crush that and go over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or he might weirdly go less. I would take his less though. Just
Let's go with the Watson one.
Yeah,
It's
let's go
so,
Watson.
but like,
Better not
are we
sound
overthinking it though? Like,
questionable,
should we
I
just
guess.
go for like, or what about like a Monron St. Whale or just like, or Kittle
I
Whale?
think it's gonna be
George Whale.
Watson. I do,
Let's
I
do it.
think
I'm fine with it. I like it. Screw it. Put it in. I'm not overthinking it. Let's just do it.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be Watson. It's gotta be. But I'm not. What has Dobbs done? Okay, Dobbs is not sketch. Dobbs could go over.
We're going Watson. Lock it in.
Okay.
We're not overthinking
Who's
it.
going
We're
over
going on
Laporta?
Watson.
Then we gotta hope Laporta gets in because I don't know if Jaden Reed will anymore. I'll tell you that. And we can't stack Watson anyways with touchdowns. We just gotta hope they get in. I'm down for this though.
do it.
Down. So we got more rush receiving, 0.5 more than for McCaffrey. Jaden Reed and Sam Laporta more than 0.5 rush and receiving touchdowns. Hold your breath. AJ Dillon less than 47.5 rush yards.
Hold your breath.
Dak Prescott more than 282.5 pass yards. I think that's pretty sharp this week. Monty over 0.5 TDs. We gotta hope for the best there. And Watson should go over this number. He's shown the last 5 weeks, and he's shown me over the course of the fantasy season that he is sketch every single week. He's hurt all the time, but he might just be back, and he might get right this game. I'm willing to take it with these numbers. I mean, I have to. I have to go over here. I don't know what his number's been set at. Maybe it's around here in these last 5, but I'm still willing to back him. I think it's weird. I'm willing to back him here. So let's see. 25 wins 625. You down? to
Well,
do
let
it?
us do the 31.
Try to do the 31 first. Let's see if we can do it.
Oh, yep. All right, 25.
Wait, football entries cannot contain more than one touchdown stat type per team. Oh boy. So we can't do Laporta.
Or the Montgomery one, though. I mean,
You can't do Laporta and Montgomery together.
Yeah, it depends which one you want to get rid of.
One or the other.
Fudge.
Get rid of both. Pick two new ones or just get rid of one.
I mean, I like Monty. I don't know.
I mean, we said this one was the sketchy one, so I'm down to take it out.
Yeah, let's take it out.
And do we just?
You
go
gotta
with
find one. It's your
Laporta?
pick.
Yeah,
You
I
pick
have
one.
to find one. I can't do that either. CD get in? No, he doesn't get in. I'm not gonna take his last though either. All right, well I gotta find one. I'm not gonna rush it. We get surgical here.
Don't look at the last 5.
I might take this.
Pick
Shitstain's
one who
last.
you like.
I might take his last.
But you just said you like the over though too.
Lions pasty is not that good, yeah. Well, for the receivers, yeah. So what can we do then? What do we have? What do we have? I could go Jaden Reed last then.
The Kittle prop.
True, but I would take his last, weirdly enough. What about Sam Laporta, dude?
With it. I'm with every. It's your pick. You pick. I don't care.
Laporta's going over this number.
Yeah,
but I don't-
Laporta St. Well. I like Laporta well.
Hold on. Hold on. Has this been up this season? I'm not taking this shit stain. It's weird though, I'll tell you that.
I don't
It's
mind
just
that.
so-
I
it's
don't.
just gonna have-
I don't mind
Hey,
Gribbs
yeah.
receiving. I don't mind Gribbs receiving.
Like it's over?
Yes, I
Like it's
don't mind
over?
that.
I'm not taking his over. I'm not doing it.
They throw
I'm
screen
okay.
passes to him. It's a part of their offense. I don't mind it at all.
True. About Jameson. Alright, I'm gonna just find one I really like. I gotta sift through this though. I think McCaffrey. Oh no, we already have McCaffrey. Kittle get into the end zone. Ayuk, Metcalf. One of these. Is Debo? Can we trust this one? Or no? You tell
Who
me.
is it?
Debo and or Metcalf to reach the end zone.
That's like
Sketchy.
square.
Yeah, we're not doing it. But has Debo got in the end zone the last fucking? When has Debo last played even?
Last week.
Did he get in the end zone? Oh, he didn't. He hasn't scored in God knows how. He hasn't scored since week
Take
3.
it. Put it in. You gotta just stop overthinking. You just gotta go
No,
with
he
one.
scored last week. He scored last week.
Remember, this stuff is random. The amount of stats, research you look into it, it's week to week. We gotta get lucky. That's all there is to it.
Down.
Sure.
Green Bay's pasty is Moose. Are we down?
Yeah, let's do it. Put it in.
Okay. $25 is the max.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, we're in.
Can you pull the entry up big screen or no?
Yep.
Bam, there it is, baby. We'll post a picture of that to our Twitter at Licks and Locks. There is our green bean Licks and Locks prize picks entry. Malik, what's up, man? Welcome to the podcast. We just cooked up this prize picks entry. What do you think? You rocking with it or what? You like it? We have Malik, who's also part of the Licks and Locks crew. What's going on?
Leak.
He's trying to figure out his mic probably right now. It's all good. Cal, want to end that stream?
Yeah. Laporta, you better get your yards, buddy.
What other segments do we got?
Well, we can do top 5.
Let's roll into it.
We did lock teaser, right? Yeah.
Yep.
We did my parlay. We did our Thanksgiving Day parlay. We just cooked up our 6-leg green gob. We did the playoff picture. We went through our best bets. We did the week 11 recap. Bills back on track. Fantasy football waiver wire. We did everything I had set.
Yeah, let's jump into our
What do we have
annual
for
top
time
5.
right I don't really care. I'm just
We're an
wondering.
hour 24, so we're kind of right on
Let's do
pace
our
to what
top
you said.
five, and then we'll end off here in a Thanksgiving special.
And we have a special top 5 coming in. We have Malik's can maybe give us his top 5 teams. I'll kick us off here with my top 5. I got my teams ready right now.
All right,
Give
go ahead.
me at number 1 the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, they're number 1. At number 2 the Baltimore Ravens. At number 3 the Buffalo Bills. We're going to take down the Eagles, the number 1 team. At number 4 I have the Kansas City Chiefs. And at number 5, yes, I hate this team, but I have to put them in. They play great football, is the 49ers. So to redo that, top 5 teams, I have the Eagles at 1, Ravens at 2, I'm at Bills at 3, Chiefs at 4, 49ers at 5. Kyle, what do you got?
A lot of teams are sketchy. I still can't put the Bills in my top 5, but a lot of teams are sketchy. Number 1, I have the Ravens. Number 2, it's the Eagles. Ravens are 8-3. Number 1 in the AFC. The Eagles are 9-1. Number 1 in the NFC. Even though I did say the Eagles would barely beat the Ravens in a Super Bowl, I still got to ride with my Ravens right now in the season. I'm going with them at 1. Eagles at 2. Chiefs just lost to the team I have at 2. So can I leave the Chiefs at 3? I mean,
Yes.
or the Niners are back in there. Chiefs are 3. I'm staying with the Chiefs. This is where it gets hard. Are the Texans a top 5 team? They will be after they beat this Jags. They're not there yet. Give me the Niners at 4. Ooh, the Lions are right there though. Have the Lions and Niners play? I think so. Who do you got? Lions or Niners? I think
Niners.
the Niners are better. Give me the Niners at 4, Lions at 5.
All right, reread
5.
that.
Ravens 1, Eagles 2, Chiefs 3, Niners 4, Lions 5.
Wow.
The top 5 honorable mention, Texans 6, maybe.
Malik, you got a top 5 for us? Maybe just listening in.
Yeah, and then we'll give the people. Let's give the people our. Should we go give them a CBB? We gotta give them something for tomorrow. We gotta give them a pick something for tomorrow. To
Yes,
beat you with.
I'm down.
One pick.
All right,
Just
I'm down.
one Nukenheimer. Favorite bet of the day.
PSU plus 6.5. They went out right.
DVB. I'm gonna go. Me VCU plus 10.5 against Iowa State. And tomorrow I'm gonna have the Lions minus the Packers in the NFL.
Kyle, we do need to wake up and get a full slate of bets for the Thanksgiving day. I mean,
I
TV's
know, it's
popping.
gonna be a crazy day.
Yeah.
Because I just lost some money on today already, but it's all good.
But yeah, Licks and Locks Week 12, great segment. We dove into a lot today. Clips will be coming out soon. Go Bills. Any closing remarks, Kyle? Please, our Twitter, Licks and Locks on Twitter. We give winners, always winners. Come criticize us if we have losers. Come criticize it. At Licks and Locks on Twitter. At Licks and Locks on TikTok. Check out our clips.
All right.
Go Bills. We good, Kyle?
Yeah.